Hi everyone, this is Helloangel.design. Today I'm going to show you how to use your horsehair, if you have one, if you have never used it before, your horsehair to hem your circle skirt. I have my ready and I also have my bias binding. And this bias binding, we are going to use it to cover the raw edges. This is what you need when you are going to use horsehair to hem your circle skirt. You can see this beautiful dress that I make right here. On my YouTube channel, I have shown how you can make a dress with sleeve and a rose fabric. It's very easy tutorial. Don't forget to go and watch that video and you will learn one or two things from that video. Remember to thumbs up and turn on your notification bell button and select all option. And let's get started. First thing that you have to do, you take your skirt to your ironing board. You just go ahead and fold inside 1 centimeter. To hem a circle skirt is very challenging. The way I usually hem my circle skirt, I will just take it to my sawjaw and I will just overlock the raw edges and then I will fold inside 1 centimeter, and it's very easy to hem once you do that. So as you can see right here, I've also overlocked the raw edges of my circle skirt. Before you place your horsehair and start hemming your circle skirt, what you are going to do, you take your bias binding. This is my bias binding. This is how it is. And then you pick your horsehair. You can see the raw edges is very sharp. And then you take your bias binding, you place it inside because you want to cover the raw edges with your bias binding. You don't want it to be uncomfortable. And this hair right here is very sharp. So make sure to use your bias binding to cover the raw edges. Once you have done that, take it to your sewing machine and top stitch. Once you have top stitching, then we can now place it on our skirt and start hemming the circle skirt. I have used my bias binding to cover the raw edges of the horsehair. So what I'm going to do, this is my 1 centimeter seam allowance that I've already ironed inside my bottom edge skirt. I will place it like this, and this is the center back of the dressmaking. I will place it like this and just go ahead and top stitch. I will just put a few pins so that you guys can see that. So this is how it is. You just fold inside that 1 centimeter and go ahead and top stitch it all the way around. Before you get to the other end of this center bar, what you are going to do, because you are going to cut the excess out, you also take your bias binding, use it to cover the raw edges just the same way we cover the raw edges before you place it on top of it and top stitch. I will show you that how you can stitch that also. I have stitched it all the way around. This is how it is. I stitch it all the way to this point. I haven't finished stitching it. So what I'm going to do, I will take my bias binding. I'm going to use it to cover the raw edges of the horsehair like this, and then take it to my sewing machine and top stitch. Once I am done with that, I will place the both horsehair on top of each other. I will just show you with a pin on top of each other, and then I will finish stitching. When I get to this point, I will stitch it across to secure the both together. I will just give it a straight stitch across like this, and then I will turn it over and go ahead and give it a top stitch all around. Once you have done that, you are done with your horsehair stitches. So go ahead and stitch your bias binding to cover the raw edges of your horsehair, and then I will also show you how you can fold it gradually, and you just go ahead and top stitch it all around. This is the final look of my dress. You can see how the skirt is. It has more volume and it's very beautiful. You can decide to top stitch or you can decide to just leave it, but I recommend that you should top stitch. So this is how it look. I will show you on my manicure before and after I put the horse hair to hem the skirt. And this is how the dress look once you have done making. Remember to go and watch my video on how to make a fancy dress. It's a step-by-step tutorial, and believe that you will learn 1 or 2 things from that video. The remaining of the fabric I use it to make the top, and the remaining of the fabric I use it to make the skirt. You can also see how I use my bias binding to hem the armhole of the dress. This dress also have a bow. I will also put the picture on my right so that you can see how the dress finally look. Thank you all so much for watching. The new subscriber, the old subscribers, you all, thank you all so much for watching. If you're just stopping by, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell button and select all options. You all should have a wonderful day. Bye.